I don't know why I'm recording this. Maybe no one will believe me otherwise, but I swear. It happened. It happened last night. Babysitting. It's supposed to be easy. Show up, watch the kid, make some cash. That's all it was supposed to be. That's all I thought it was going to be, but I was wrong. So wrong. The house was nice. Too nice. The kind of place where everything looks perfect but feels off. You know what I mean? There were these old paintings on the walls, the kind with eyes that follow you. But whatever. I wasn't there for the decor. I was there for Noah, 5 years old, sweet kid, a little quiet, a little off too. 8:30 p.m. bedtime. Noah looked nervous, gripping his teddy bear like it was the only thing keeping him safe. He hesitated before crawling under the covers. And then, in this tiny voice, he said, "If you see him, don't talk to him." I laughed. I thought it was cute. "See who?" I asked. Noah pulled the blanket over his head and whispered, "The man in the closet." I felt it then, that wrongness in the air, the way the shadows stretched too long in the corners of the room. But I shook it off. "Just your imagination, buddy," I told him. I left the nightlight on and closed the door. 10 p.m. I was downstairs watching TV, trying to ignore how empty the house felt, and then the baby monitor crackled to life. At first, it was just noise. Maybe Noah is rolling over in bed. But then I heard it. "Miss Emma, he's here." Noah's voice, small, trembling. My stomach dropped. I grabbed the monitor and turned up the volume, breathing, slow, deep. But Noah wasn't alone. "Why did you turn off the light?" I swear my heart stopped. I had left the nightlight on. I know I did. I grabbed my phone and ran upstairs. The hallway felt wrong. Like the walls were pressing in. My hand shook as I reached for the doorknob. The door was open. Just a crack. Inside, the nightlight flickered. And Noah was sitting up in bed, eyes wide, staring at the closet. I stepped inside. "Noah, sweetie, what's..." The closet door burst open. There was a man. Tall. Too tall. His grin stretched too wide, teeth too white, his eyes hollow, hungry. I couldn't move. I couldn't breathe. Noah screamed. I screamed, and then the lights went out. I don't remember what happened next. Just flashes. Noah clutching me. The feeling of something reaching for us. A voice right next to my ear. "Don't look." And then nothing. When the parents got home, they found us huddled in the corner of the room. The closet? Empty. Nothing stolen. No broken windows, no signs of forced entry. But the baby monitor. It had one last message. A whisper. "See you soon." I left that house and never looked back. But sometimes, at night when everything is quiet, I swear, I can still hear him breathing. This was just the first story. If you're still here, you're brave. But the next one, it's even worse. Stay tuned, if you dare.
There are rules we should never break, warnings we should always heed. That night, I ignored one. And now, I can never forget what I saw staring back at me through the window. I didn't believe in ghosts, curses, or urban legends until the night I babysat for the Crawfords. I wish I had never stepped into that house. I wish I had never met Lily. And most of all, I wish I had never looked at that window. The Crawfords' house was modern and expensive, but wrong. No pictures on the walls, no family portraits, just blank spaces and cold furniture. It felt like no one really lived there. But Lily was different. 6 years old, quiet, big, sad eyes. She was the only thing that made the place feel remotely human. When I tucked her into bed, she clutched her blanket and whispered something that sent a chill down my spine. "If he knocks, don't look at the window." I frowned. "Who?" She barely breathed the words. "The Peking man." I should have ignored it. I should have called the Crawfords. But I didn't. Instead, I sat there in that dimly lit living room, my heart pounding in my chest. It was exactly 9:27 p.m., and the knocking wasn't coming from the front door. It was coming from Lily's bedroom window. The house was on the second floor. No balcony, no fire escape, no way anyone could be outside that window. And yet, someone was knocking. I grabbed my phone, turned on the flashlight, and walked to Lily's room. The air felt thick and heavy, like something was waiting. I hesitated at the door. Lily was curled up under her blankets, so still it made my skin crawl. Then her tiny hand shot out, gripping my wrist so tight it hurt. "Don't look," she whispered. "If you see him, he won't go away." I didn't believe in this kind of stuff, but then I made a mistake. I turned toward the window. My flashlight beam hit the glass, and I saw a face, grinning, too many teeth, bulging eyes that didn't blink, a long bony finger tapping the glass.
I see you.
And then I screamed, grabbed Lily, slammed the door shut, locked it, shaking so hard I could barely hold my phone. I dialed 911, barely getting the words out. "Someone's outside the second floor window. He's watching us."
Ma'am, what's your address?
The Crawfords' house. It's...
That house? It doesn't have neighbors, right?
No, just the forest behind it.
Then there's no way someone could be knocking on that window. Stay inside. Officers are on their way.
The knock stopped after that. But I swear, for the next 10 minutes I could still hear breathing behind the glass. When the police arrived, the figure was gone. No footprints, no ladder, just a single greasy handprint smeared across the window, and it was far too large to be human.